The wondering mind. The wondering mind. The wondering mind.
Where the mind wanders. What the fuck is up, everyone? It's your boy, Kevin motherfucking G. Welcome back to another great and exciting episode of the Wondering Mind podcast. Where
the mind wanders.
The mind wanders. I, of course, am your host, Kevin motherfucking G. Welcome back to another great episode. And alongside me, of course, we have my co-host, the most talented individual, the artiste, the creator, the audio technician, and apparently today, the graduate, Marie G. Loops.
Oh, shit. What's poppin', motherfuckers? What up, though?
What's up, Marie? Shut up. How you doing?
Oh, you know, I'm feeling litty in my city with my titties up in this bitty.
I could see you've polished off a good 40.
Yeah. Man, I hella needed that.
A little 40 because we celebrate today, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Today is a special episode. We are celebrating that graduation podcast.
Clappity clap. Oh, okay.
Today's going to be a graduation podcast, ladies and gentlemen. On account of all the high school graduates, on account of all the fucking college graduates. I got my tie on. I got my suit. I got my good shirt on, and Maria has her graduation gown. So today we're going to talk some graduating. But before we dive into that topic, let me get some plugs out of the way, okay? First of all, if you want to follow me on Instagram, the podcast Instagram is the Wondering, Instagram.com/the Wondering Mind Podcast. Podcast is spelled with a 0. If you want to follow me on my personal account, that is Instagram.com/L Kevin Guerrero. And if you want to follow me on Facebook, that is Kevin G Guerrero. Also, if you wanna, if you're listening on iTunes and you're like, Kevin, how come there's only like 6 episodes, but it shows you're 93 episodes in? Well, let me tell you something, young blood. It's because this was an exclusive YouTube podcast, but through time and effort, I was able to put it on to all podcast streaming networks. So if you are listening on iTunes, leave a 5-star review and a comment. The comment does not have to be a good one. You could be like, Kevin, your toes are more curlier than a fucking curly-haired Joe. Fine. Leave that 5-star review and you might get a shout-out on next week's podcast. But yeah, youtube.com/The Wondering Mind Podcast. That's where you find all the archive of The Wondering Mind Podcast because we have plenty, right? We have plenty. We're about to hit that big 100. The big 100.
Oh, shit, the big 100.
We're going to have quite a celebration once the big 100 comes. Okay?
I hope so.
And, of course, you have to follow Maria, right? Instagram.com.
Hey, that's if all you want. It's if you want, you know. You don't have to follow my shit.
You don't have to. But her Instagram is gloose_ your creator. All under case letters, okay?
Yeah.
There, Maria posts all of her artwork and anything she wishes to share because she is not only an artiste, she is a creator, as the name infers.
I am Lupe, your creator, motherfuckers. I do whatever. I love creating, you know? It's
She's
my
a
thing.
Creator. And, okay, if you guys are on YouTube, okay, this is something I'm getting sick and tired of. I'm going to look at you guys square in the eye. Hit that subscribe button right now. Quit playing with me. I know you guys are watching. I see the analytics. It says fucking, 60% are not subscribed, but y'all motherfuckers watch.
You motherfuckers.
Can you not do me a favor? Hit that subscribe button.
Yo, just do it. It's right there next to it. Just click like.
Hit that like button too. Listen, I'm trying to get 5 new subscribers. Okay, 5 new subscribers out of this podcast. If you want to do me a favor, you'll make me feel real good. My heart will be full of love. Hit that subscribe button and that like button. It's free, okay? I see you sharing all them booty pics. I see you sharing them relationship goals. Why don't you help your local homie out? Kevin G would appreciate it. And that's it. That's all the plugs we got. Now, let's dive in to the podcast.
Orale.
Okay, since it is around this time where all the graduation is about to begin, if not, it already began.
Yeah, it's already done. Graduation has begun.
For high schoolers, first of all, shout out to my bro Alex. We had the privilege to go finally see
Shout
him
out,
graduate.
little Alex.
After 27 years, he finally graduated high school.
Wait, did you say 27 years?
He was a slow one, okay?
What?
The point is, he did it. Shout out to Alex. We went to go see the little bro. You guys probably know him from the podcast. He did the podcast about 4 or 5 ago. Plus,
Yeah.
he's an OG. Wondering Mind podcast guest. He's the first one. But it got me all sentimental, right? As I was watching all these young high schoolers graduate, it was running through my head. I'm like, man, these are all young potentials right here.
Don't you think it's so crazy how these younger kids that are just graduating high school, they were fucking born in 2000 something, 2003 or something?
Yeah, huh?
That is so fucking
It's
weird.
2000s now.
Yeah. I just think it's so weird because I remember back in 2000s, I was at least like, what? Man, don't make me do the math. I don't even want to do the math, bro.
Hey, she
Yeah.
graduated. As you can see, she has her gown.
I fucking graduated, bitch.
But as I was watching those young children, I was thinking to myself, man, I was hearing their what their closing statements, right? The valedictorians were.
Yeah.
I was gonna wear my shit. I don't fuck. It's too hot. But you know, the valedictorians gave their speech.
Yeah.
Them
talking about fucking TikTok and yada yada.
talking about and you know, I was like, I could do better. I
Yeah.
could give a better a better speach.
Really? You think so?
So I'm gonna give it a go right here, right off the bat.
Órale. Show up.
I didn't have anything written down, but let's assume that I'm a valedictorian and I'm speaking in front of the entire class of 2021. Okay, let me start. Dear class of 2021, many of you have made it here by the skin of your teeth. Some of you have made it with flying colors, but everyone is happy that it's over with. And then that's where I pause for an applause break.
Clappity clap, clap, clappity clap.
And now that we have finally reached the end, that doesn't mean it's the end. It's really the beginning to our lives.
Yeah.
This was just chapter 1, and now we are opening the book. We are done with the intro. That's another clap break right there.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, class of 2021, as I speak to all of you, I got to look out for emphasis, you know? I'm looking everywhere.
Little gown? Me? You talking to me, boy?
I'm talking to you.
You talking to me?
As part of the class of 2021, you guys all know what a rough year 2020 was. You guys all know how much we had to grow. And if you didn't grow, you were left behind. And for those fallen soldiers, we throw a little drink for you.
Yeah.
Into my mouth, not on the floor.
We throw it in the mouth for sure. Let me take a little sip for all those people, you know? Even though I'm a little done, but
For all the people that didn't have it in them to keep moving, but for everybody that's here today, for everybody that is making it through 2021 with the graduation certificate, just know we are going to succeed because we went through the toughest motherfucking graduation history besides the Black Plague and all that other shit. But I would like to tell everyone here, you can reach your goals. You can achieve every dream you wanted. And you are going to if you put your mind to it. That's where the crowd erupts like, yeah, right? And I just want to close off with one last statement. Class of 2021, we beat. Excuse me. Like I said, it wasn't. Look at she just whacked her head on the fucking mic stand. Okay, let me try that again. Class of 2021, we reached the end. We dominated all the obstacles, and now we're coming for you, life. We're gonna take a big bite of this apple pie, and we're gonna swallow it down with milk. Woo!
They gonna get in line, boy.
So that was my valedictorian speech. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That's what I would have said. It was all
Hello, fellow Americans. That's how mine would have started.
Are you Barack Obama?
Hey, man. Whatever gets to the people, so.
All right. That was just my my graduating speech, right? Off the dome, ain't nobody recorded, but let me give you guys some life advice, right? Now that you guys graduated, you guys are probably, I'm not going to lie, you guys are probably a little scared because you've been in school all this time. This is going for high school and college, especially college.
Oh, hell
Actually,
yeah.
especially both.
Both of them, especially, like, I feel like especially, oh my God, fuck that word.
Especially.
But, you know, like, I just feel like people just go to college, like, yeah, sure, they do it because they want to learn, but, like, there's other people that do it just because they see their friends doing it, and in reality, they don't want to fucking do that shit.
It's true, and we're gonna get into that. But, this is where I'm going. Many of you guys feel lost right now, right? You guys barely got out of school, and now you're taking your first steps into life, right? School is just all a facade. You're not really living real life. You're kind of doing it, right? Because you're still preoccupied with schoolwork, right?
Yeah.
Life is about paying bills. It's about car payments. It's
remembering them too, meeting dead fucking lines, man.
It's about just staying alive, right? That's what you're gonna be doing for the first couple of years. Fuck that, like maybe few years. Staying alive is your purpose right now because you're like Bambi. You're barely learning how to step because you've probably been used to your parents taking care of you. You've probably been used to the government taking care of you, right? Through lunches and all that. Now,
you know, some people probably still be taken care of by the fucking parents still because they fucking lucky.
And that's true. Shout out to all the good parents.
Yeah. Fucking lucky motherfuckers.
But now that it's time for you to start taking your own steps, me and Maria are going to try and give you some life advice that we've learned. Right? Here's some advice from a college dropout, right?
And advice from a person who didn't even fucking go, so.
She graduated high school.
Hey, and I'm glad. The best decision was for me not going to college, honestly. I fuck dead ass serious. That was the best decision.
And with that, we're going to begin our first topic, right? Decide if college is for you or if the work life it is, okay? And both of these decisions are good, okay? I don't want you guys thinking that the people that go to college are better off, that they're smarter and that they're wiser. It's not that simple, okay? This is how you're going to decide if you go to college. Did you enjoy school? Was school something you loved to go do? How were your grades in school? Were your grades okay? Were they great? Were you able to achieve high grades easily? Also, do you have a subject you want to learn? Do you have something that you want to pursue? If the answer to all of these are no, the college isn't for you.
Yeah.
Right now, okay? I'm not saying college isn't for you at all. Right now, you're probably just flustered. Right now, you're probably hella just confused. And this is not the time to be making big decisions.
Yeah, and it's okay, you know? It's okay to not make big decisions like that cuz bro, you're like fucking 17, 18 years old.
Yep.
Like you can't even fucking drink yet.
No, you're not old enough to drink yet. You're old enough to get in crippling debt.
Yeah, and even also go to the fucking army. What the fuck is that?
So what you want to decide is, do I want to go to college? If not, or not. And if you choose to go to college, this is what you have to do. You have to focus on your studies. Do not be going out to go party. Do not be wasting your time. Because let me tell you, time is precious, right? You do not want to be that 30-year-old in college still fucking changing courses like, well, I didn't really like that. I wanted to do this.
Yeah.
Pay attention to what you want to do because if you're out there partying and slacking off, your grades will reflect that. And the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to fail and you're going to be in debt. Hella fucking debt with no certificate. And you're going to be hating yourself. You're going to be putting unnecessary stress on your life if you're doing partying and trying to do school. Okay?
Yeah, like if you want to go to college just to experience that college life, just parties and shit, dude, just fucking live right next to the college campus. That's what I did.
That's the best
and
advice.
I didn't even have to go to college. And I was annoyed as fuck by them.
Yeah, fucking Maria lived right by campus next to all the college students. They'd be partying every fucking night.
I swear, I'd be hearing them bumping that shit like every fucking night, and me trying to go to work the next morning. And it's like, man, shut the fuck up. But at the same time, it's like, oh, whatever. I don't really care because I pass out like a motherfucker, you know?
She sleeps like a log.
Yeah.
But remember, if you're going to go to college, stick to studying. Let me tell you this. There's countless people, right? Ask any sophomore, any junior, any senior in college, and they will tell you the same thing. Man, I shouldn't have wasted my years partying.
Yeah, I always hear that a lot, especially in the first years. Like, I always hear them say, like, yeah, my freshman year. And I get it. I understand, because it's like, it's in a new environment. You're experimenting things. Like, do I belong over here? Do I go over here? What do I do? You know? And I get it. Yeah,
it's your first real taste of freedom, because once you go to college, you don't have your mom or your dad telling you what to do. Like, you got to be home at this time. And that's where a lot of people fall into the trap, because you are free. You get all that freedom. But with freedom comes traps. And many people just fall into those traps, whether that be alcohol or drugs or partying or any of those things that you aren't meant there to do. If you're going to college, you're meant to go study, right? That's for not only for you, but that's for your parents, because chances are you're not the one paying for your college degree.
Hell no.
Like, your parents or the government is investing in you. They're investing in you to produce like a great product. They expect you to be learning, because that's what your objective is. You're trying to get all the knowledge so you can bring it outside of the school and contribute to society. And if you're just fucking partying, shit, you might, if you just plan on partying, let me tell you, just go to work. If you don't know exactly what you want to do, just go to work. If you're just following your friends because you don't want to be alone, just go to work.
Yeah, and fuck them too, man. Like, if they freaking if they're down on you because you're not going to college, like, what type of friends are they? You know, and the end of the day, they're gonna be at the same fucking place where you're at a workplace.
Yep. And you cannot be following your friends after high school. Real talk. You have to start making your own decisions.
Yeah.
Because it's time for you to start flying. You gotta get your own wings. You stop walking and following. Start flying solo. Right? And if you want to party, that's all fine. That's all good and dandy. I'm not saying it's bad. I did it. But don't be wasting your fucking money and time if you're going to college. Just go party. It's fine. There is nothing wrong with going to go party and enjoying life. But the problem comes once you start wasting time and money. That's where the real issue is, because you're being selfish, first and foremost, because your parents are probably, you're Mexican, right? We're Mexican.
Yeah.
So coming from a Hispanic background, your parents just want you to learn and be smart. That's why they fucking took all those risks. And you're being selfish if you're just not actually keeping to your studies. You'd rather just go party. That's doing a disservice to both of you and your parents. So pick one and stick with one, right? I'm not saying if you choose a work life, you have to stick there all the time.
No, you don't have to. I mean,
you could go to college, or this is the other option. If you choose a work life, start doing things that you enjoy, right?
Yeah.
Start finding a hobby, right? Start doing things you like doing. And then once you like, oh, I like doing this, start trying to plan out a way to do it and get paid.
Yeah.
Because that's what the ultimate goal is. Just because you started working doesn't mean that you're going to keep working all your life. No, work is a way to get money and obtain your goals. So if your goal is to be something else, go to the work rack up some money and start thinking and planning on how you're going to reach your goal. It doesn't have to be college. College is not the only course of action nowadays. We have the internet. You could learn all those things.
Shit, there's programs on there that you could fucking pay money for them to teach you like little lessons that you want to learn, you know, that some colleges don't even offer, or just like the main focus of it. And it's just like a quick thing, you know, and you could just learn from that and just
the library has a hell of a resource too.
Yeah.
So if you choose a work life, don't just start working. Okay. Don't put it in your head that, oh, I'm going to be working. No, work is simply there for you to save money. Right, you're gonna be saving cash if you're right. You also, right, if you're working, don't just go out to party and start drinking every weekend. That is another trap that is laid by society, right?
Yeah.
Because I got done working hard all week.
Yeah, like that one song.
Time to drink a beer.
Like that one song. Everybody's working
for the weekend. Don't listen to those songs.
Yeah, fuck that song, but I love that song.
It's a good song. But you gotta, the weekends should be for you and for growth, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember the last weekend that I went out to go party. It's literally been years.
Dead ass.
Because
same.
I've just, every weekend need to be productive, right? Especially if you're at you chose work, because the weekends are the only times off you have. And if you're thinking, oh man, it's my only times off, I better party and relax. It's that you're getting the wrong mindset, bro. You got to start thinking, oh, I finally got a weekend off. I could catch up on work. I could catch up on project. I could get a head start on stuff. You have to switch your mind from thinking weekends are for partying to weekends are for getting projects done and furthering your education. That's what weekends are for, right? It's an easy trap to fall into because everyone around you is going to go party every weekend. That's a fact. I would fall into that trap multiple times, but it wasn't until I stopped partying, it wasn't until I stopped following all them friends that I finally started moving up in the ranks, started leveling up my mind, leveling up myself. So first of all, decide if college is for you or not, right? That's the first one.
Yeah, the first check it.
Okay. Second thing that I believe is very important is learn to stop procrastinating. Okay. That one is really important. Highlight that bitch.
That one, I would say, is still in progress, you know?
You
it's
and me
really
both.
fucking hard. Honestly, it's really hard.
It's difficult, yes.
But, like, man, I swear, if you could do it before, like, if you could beat that shit procrastinating, you'll feel genuinely better, you know? You feel like, I got this shit.
And I know you guys are like me too. I would procrastinate in high school and then just get my homework done right before class.
Literally in the morning, right before the class started.
I'd show up like 5 minutes before class and just start copying all my homies' answers. But that is not the way to do it once you start adulting. You get me?
Yeah.
Because once you start adulting, there's too much going on in your life, and you cannot procrastinate because one bill adds up, then the next bill adds up, followed by the next bill. So it's nothing but like bills, and bills. And here's the thing. If you don't pay them at the exact time, guess what you get?
You get a fucking fee,
a late fee. And them late fees do not fucking feel good because they don't only add up like $1 or $2. They add up like $5 every day. So imagine 5 times a week. That's fucking $25 already. 5 times 5, 25. And that's just a week. Plus the weekends. You can't pay them on the weekends. So that's an extra 2 days that they're charging you.
Yeah.
If at all possible, always pay ahead. If you have the money for it, pay your phone bill ahead. Pay your electric bill ahead. Pay your internet bill ahead. Always pay it ahead if you can. Because procrastination, when you're living the real world, is your worst enemy.
Yeah. You know, another thing I want to add is like, I was thinking, you know how people always say like, oh, I just paid this and that, all these bills, and now I'm broke now. It's like, nah, don't think of it like that. You know, just like think about it like, you have another month
Yeah.
living in that fucking place, bro. Be fucking grateful for that shit.
Yeah,
Don't be saying that you're broke. You fucking made it. There's other people who are legit broke.
You're not broke. You got a fucking roof over your head.
Yeah.
And you're not broke. You're responsible.
Yeah,
That's
that's what
the
it
thing.
is.
And if you have a bad memory like me, right? I'm giving you some real life advice from Kevin G's perspective. If you have a bad memory and you suck at paying bills, use auto pay. Okay, I don't really like auto pay, but I've been using it lately because it's hella helpful. Because those late fees, I'm telling you, they really add up.
Oh,
And
hell yeah.
I got a late fee that added up $80 when all I had to pay was $30.
Yeah.
So $80 on top of 30, 80, 90, a hundo 10. 110 when it was only a $30 fucking payment.
Mm-hmm.
Pay your fucking bills on time.
Yeah.
Quit procrastinating. The real world does not give a fuck. If you hurt your leg, if you're not feeling good, if this week you can't make the money, it doesn't fucking matter. The world keeps turning and the charges keep racking up. So, stop procrastinating. Okay? Number 2, learn how to save.
Yeah.
Save that motherfucking money.
Oh,
I
man.
am horrible. I was way worse. But shout out to Maria. She's been hella helping me. You get me? Back in the day, I'd be lucky if I had fucking $10 in my bank account. I was so bad with saving. I would just spend. But that comes from a bad habit because back in the day I was trapping. Right? This is when I was hustling, so I had money coming in at the ass. I didn't give a fuck.
Flowing.
Yeah, so I would be spending money, then I'd be getting money easily.
Mm-hmm.
But once you start living the real world, right? This is something I've been learning myself because I barely started living the real world too. Because, I got caught up in drug court and all that. So I've been learning how to become a normal, productive member of society.
Yeah.
And Maria's been helping me out. But you have to save, man. Because when it comes to procrastinating, like we said, saving will help you out just in case you did procrastinate and now you have to pay a surcharge, right? If you don't have money saved up, what if you get an unexpected car problem?
Yeah.
What are you going to do then? You only have $10 in your account and the alternator costs like $300. What are you going to do? You're going to be fucked for at least 2 weeks until you get paid.
Yeah.
So you have to learn how to save, right? This is a good advice. Give yourself, every weekend, if you get paid weekly, give yourself an allowance, right? A weekend allowance.
A budget?
Mm-hmm. Like this weekend, you're allowed to spend $100. Take $100 out physically. Have the cash in your hands, because that's the best way to know how much money you're spending. If you're just fucking using your plastic debit card, you don't know how, that shit. You could just keep ringing and ringing.
Yeah,
and ringing.
That's so easy to just, like, I swear these card things, the debit cards, whatever. These are just so easy to do nowadays, because like you could just be swiping it and you don't think about it, because you're just like, oh, it's an easy swipe.
Yeah.
But like what I've noticed, like it's even more harder when you actually have the cash out. It's like, oh shit.
When you're seeing that you're actually giving the money out, you start to see that cash dwindle, and then you're like, oh fuck, I only have $93. Fuck, I only have $70 left. And then that helps you with your money management skills, because then you're seeing, fuck, I only have $50 and I'm not fucking going into my bank account because that's in savings. So you learn to like better make your dollars stretch more. Let's say you have $50 and it's barely Saturday because you already spent 50. You're like, oh fuck, we better do something cheap. You learn to start doing different things rather than spending money to have fun. You'll make those other $50 fucking last. If that's all you can spend, you're gonna make those $50 last. You might go get like a $2 ice cream cone with your girlfriend. You could take a walk to the park.
Use a fucking, what are they called? Coupons?
Yeah, if you can't learn how to coupon, but learning how to coupon is pretty hard.
Yeah.
Okay. Learning how to coupon is pretty hard. Me and Maria tried it, but we are not the best.
I feel like we just kind of. we tried it, but not really tried it. We were just kind of like dipping our toes in the water, but not really. But that shit would hella come in clutch, though.
If you could use coupons, do it. I recommend it, but always learn how to save. That is going to come in handy.
Yeah.
Take it from me. All right, next.
Next.
Very important one.
Beesh.
Learn to be alone. Okay? Once you start, like, right now, probably a few months from now, right? You guys just graduated. You guys probably think, oh my God, Tiffany is my best friend. We've been hanging out for 4 years. We're gonna be best friends forever.
And you know, it's gonna be like, you're gonna think right after graduation, it's gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be normal. We're gonna be hanging out like how we used to. But once that freaking fall comes and everybody goes into college or does something else, you know, like their own shit.
Everybody goes their own separate ways.
You're just kind of like, what do I do now? So that's when you're supposed to like just fucking find your shit and do it.
Just think of middle school. Remember the friends that you had in middle school, and then once you reached high school, though some of the friends you had left. Now, once you're graduating high school, all the friends that you had are probably going to leave. I'm not being negative. That's just a fact. I don't speak to...
This straight facts, bro.
I only speak to like maybe a few people that I used to speak with really good in high school. You get me? People that I thought I could never live without. I no longer speak to them.
Yeah.
It's just what happened. It's not bad.
Yo, same here, bro.
I'm not saying it's bad like, oh, you're going to be downhill from here. You're not going to have any friends. No. It's just a part of life.
Yeah.
Everybody gets busy doing their own thing. You get me? And that's fine because everybody is trying to grow and become a better version of themselves. And that takes being alone and realize becoming, seeing who you truly are. You start noticing what you like. You start seeing that, oh, well, I don't really like doing that, right? Maybe you would be doing certain things with your friends because they wanted to do it, but you didn't want to, but you didn't want to be left alone.
Yeah.
But you have to learn to be alone because that way you start developing life skills. You start thinking for yourself. You start doing things that you like to do. You go to the places you want to go to, right? Let me tell you guys a quick story of how I learned to be alone, right? When I was in college, I started off with all my friends, right? I had my roommate, my homeboy Danny. Shout out to Danny. He was my roommate in college. But after first semester, right, everybody left campus.
Yeah.
Everybody got their own house, so they got their house off campus. I was left alone in my dorm, literally by myself. Yeah. No roommate. It was just me. And I was so used to having friends all over campus because we would always go to the cafeteria together. We would always go play soccer together. Yeah. We would always go cruising together. But everybody left off campus. So the only Mexican was me. It was a huge shock for myself because I wasn't used to doing things by myself. I remember the first day, right? The first day of the second semester, I had to walk to the cafeteria by myself. Before, I had like 8 motherfuckers with me. We'll all be laughing and joking around, getting our lunch. That turned into a single person walking into the cafeteria.
Were you sad?
I was sad. I was devastated, and I was heartbroken.
Man.
Because I was a broke motherfucking Mexican that couldn't make it off campus, right? I forgot what, but the government was paying for my dorm.
Yeah.
And my parents were paying for my gasoline. So there was no way I could live off campus. I didn't have a job or anything.
Yeah.
So I had to learn to be by myself, which was hard. In the beginning it was really hard because I was like, oh, fuck, I have so much free time. What the fuck do I do?
Yeah.
So I would spend many times I didn't even have cable. I would spend many times just sitting in my bed and just like not even doing anything, just sitting on my bed. And then I got bored of that after like maybe a couple days. I was like,
would it be kind of like depressing?
It'd be hella depressing because I didn't have like anybody to hang out with. Literally, there was nobody. Everybody on campus is white, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like, oh, Kevin's racist. Like, no, they didn't hang out with me. They were and plus I didn't like hanging out with them because they would be doing like dumb shit. Like they'd be doing chewing tobacco, smoking cigarettes outside.
Crazy white boy shit.
And just, I'm Mexican. I don't do the kind of stuff they do.
They are hella extreme.
Right?
More extreme.
But learning to be myself got me a different perspective. So that's one thing I did learn from being by myself. Learning to use those around you. Not in a negative way, but like using them like for fun. Like, I don't have the person I need, like my friend or anybody, but I have this guy right here. Let's see what's he about. So I learned how to communicate. I learned how to start speaking to people. I learned how to start thinking for myself. And then being by myself also taught me that I like the gym. Nobody would ever go to the gym when I was the first semester of college, but then I seen that they had a gym, so I started hitting it myself. And then through hitting the gym, I started feeling better about myself because I started getting a couple gains, right? And that was something I learned that, I like the gym. And then I started doing things that I like to do. So I started like writing, or I started doing whatever I wanted to do. I remember a perfect date for me, because on the weekends, everybody leaves home to their parents or whatever. I would have to be stuck in the dorm room. So I would get myself a Little Caesars pizza, a big bag of Takis, and a Mountain Dew. And then I'd just be watching TV in the lounge while everybody was gone, to their parents' house or whatever.
Oh, that's badass.
And nobody would be at campus because it was a weekend. But it was just learning to do stuff on your own, whether that's going to the theaters, whether that's going to concerts by yourself. It's whatever you like. You got to start doing it by yourself because your friends are not going to be there. That's just a straight fact. They're going to leave. And again, that's not a negative thing. That's just life.
Yeah, they're out there doing their own thing, and you're finally figuring out what your thing is, and it's okay. That's okay, for real.
So yeah, learn to be by yourself. And the next thing, exercise and stretch. All right. This is coming from me, who is 27 years old, right? I wish when I was younger, I would have stretched and exercised more. Not that I'm fucked up now, like, I still exercise and all that, but it's a good habit to start when you're young. Because if you start doing it when you're younger, that habit sticks. It develops way better, right? You don't have to be fucking like 25 the first day in the gym. Oh, what's a curl? What's a bench press? Just when you're young, do all the stuff, because then your body starts getting used to that we're always working out. I better start building some muscle.
That muscle memory. Yeah,
muscle memory is real. But also, when you're younger, you get muscle way faster. So if you start working out right now, you'll probably be ripped within a month, right? Yeah. Real talk. When you're younger, you could get muscle quicker. Plus, if you start stretching later on in life, like I'm talking like maybe 50s or 60s, right? Think long term. You're gonna be able to like be on your toes. You're not gonna be one of these rickety old people just, my back hurts.
Yeah, you see, all you people know that one old person who's always moving around fast, and you're just like, how the fuck do you do it?
Yep.
It's because I don't know. I'm pretty sure they fucking like did some exercise, did stretching. They were just always moving around, always staying active, and that's how your joints, they get stiff over time.
Yep. And if you don't stretch them out, they stay that way.
Yeah.
So that's why these older folks that don't stretch, and you probably know an old person that's always complaining about, my hip, my arms, my fingers.
I bet you there was the type of people that was in gym class saying, I'm not going to be running because I don't want to run. Bitch, your ass should have been running in the first place.
Yeah. If you would have started doing exercise way before, you would be like, if you start doing exercise today, you're way ahead of where you were yesterday.
Yeah.
So just think of it that way. Every day you do something to better yourself, it's a day you're better than you were yesterday. So just keep exercising, keep stretching. That's really important. It doesn't even have to be like a lot. A 30-minute workout, boom, perfect. A 10-minute stretch session, boom, perfect. I'm not saying to start doing 2 hours of cardio and then another hour of fucking weightlifting and make sure to
Right.
stretch. No, just better your bones and your muscles. The next thing, stay off social media, because when you're on social media, especially when you're younger, it's nothing but comparing yourselves to the rest of your peers.
Yeah.
And to be honest, social media isn't real life. It's just a highlight of all the people's lives.
Yep.
It's just mainly them. Oh, I'm going to a concert. Oh, look at me. I'm spending all this money at a restaurant. Or boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, it's just basically shit what people tell you, like, oh, what'd you do this weekend? I went over here, but that's all they post, like, good shit, you know, like.
And some people take a lot of photos when they're doing something fun just to post them later on in the month, right? It's just to pretend like they're actually doing that.
Throwback to when I was over here.
Mm-hmm. So, my advice, I'm not saying get rid of social media. I'm saying limit your social media.
Yeah. Honestly, you'll feel really better. Like, hella. You'll feel really good about yourself. And that's all you need. Just focus on yourself. You don't really need to be focusing on other people. Like, I don't fucking care if this Kim Kardashian bitch is doing something else over here. I don't care.
Yeah. You got to focus on what you're doing.
Yeah.
You don't even got to update your status like, oh, I just got done doing a 5-mile run.
It's like, I feel like it's even better for people to not know, because it's like they'll see your progress if just slowly, you know, and then by then they'll be like, oh, well, you didn't say anything about this. Like, yeah, bitch, I did it undercover.
Be mysterious. Everybody knows everything about everybody.
Yeah.
Because all they do is post it on social media. Social media is great, kind of. But usually, you know, us humans aren't using it right. We're just using it to talk shit and stuff. Social media was supposedly to be social and interact with people from all around the world.
Yeah.
But we're just
all
sending
we do
dick
is talk
pics and all
shit,
that.
get hit.
And the social media isn't real life, right? That's just a persona, right? Like I say all the time, the people that talk shit on the internet wouldn't really say that to your face.
Hell no, they're out here probably like shaking in their boots with their little glasses, putting them back on. oh, I didn't mean to say that to you.
Yeah, they're just social media cool guys, but they're not.
Yeah, they're fucking not.
And then
Straight
next, enjoy whatever age you are. Don't
hell
be
yeah.
quick to grow up. Because, take it from me, I'm enjoying every age I am. You get me? I've enjoyed being 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And you're like, if you're thinking, oh, at 21 I could drink now. Oh, it's all downhill from here. I could just get all the alcohol. No. Enjoy that 21 where you finally are able to drink, where you could finally just relax without having to worry. Enjoy
go
that.
out in the public, you know, even just going to a restaurant, ordering your little food, and then just a little something to drink, you know, that's even something a little good, you know.
That's something people always want to grow up quick, but there's no rush to grow up. You're gonna get to there eventually. There's no other way. You're going to grow up.
Yeah, that's true.
Enjoy being young, right? I'm enjoying the age I am, and I'm doing a lot because I know I only live this life once. I'm only gonna be in my 20s once. So that's why I'm out here doing a lot of things, because once you get older, your options start getting limited because you don't have as much energy, you don't have as much time, you don't have as much
you
charisma.
don't have as much what you call it, stamina.
Stamina, start fucking.
That's what I was thinking.
But you like if you're afraid, like people, oh, he's still a kid, he is not doing this. Be a kid.
Yeah,
There's
don't
nothing
matter.
wrong. I went trick or treating last year. Well, I didn't go trick or
No,
treating.
not last year.
I dressed up for Halloween and we went out walking. That was last year.
Yeah, that's what we
But
did.
I went trick or treating all the way up to when I was 26, I believe. No, 25.
Yeah.
25 was the last year that I went trick or treating. For now, I'm probably gonna go this year.
You're crazy.
The thing is, don't grow up so fast. Life is long if you live it right.
Yeah. Who's telling you have to act a certain way just because you reached an age?
Yeah, just
You know, as long as you know that you got all your shit together, everything is paid for, everything is done. It don't matter how the fuck you act.
mm-hmm.
And if people talk start talking shit. Oh, that person looks immature or is immature. Like, they don't fucking know you.
What they eat don't make you shit, right?
Yeah.
So it shouldn't worry about what they say, because you are happy if you're doing what you love, and that's all that matters. All right, next, don't reminisce on your past mistakes. Learn
Yeah.
from them and move forward, because at this age, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
Whether
a whole
that's
bunch.
financial mistakes, whether that's relationship mistakes, whether that's any type of mistakes, you're going to be making mistake after mistake after mistake. And which is you're supposed to do that. You're growing up. Nobody who's ever made it with fucking a perfect record. Everybody make mistakes. The problem is when you just start thinking back to them like, oh, I should have done that. Fuck, why did I do that? Oh, if only I would have done that.
Yeah.
That causes nothing but stress to yourself and heartache. What you should have been doing, what you should be doing is think back to what happened and then think, fuck, I'm never doing that again. I'm glad I learned that lesson.
Yeah.
Because life, if you don't learn that lesson right now, life is a hell of a teacher. It'll bring it right back around and make sure you learn that lesson. And if you
Yeah.
don't, boom, it's going to bring it right back around too. Life is just a one big great circle until you finally start learning the lessons you're supposed to.
That's for sure. For sure.
So don't look at your mistakes as like bad. Look at them as your learning experience.
Learning lesson.
Another one, embrace change.
Mm-hmm.
Change is going to be all around you. It's once you start growing up, everything changes, whether that's a job, whether that's relationships, whether that's people passing away. Change is inevitable. And you could just wait, oh, I wish things were like back in the day when I was a kid. Oh, I wish things were like this. They're not, all right? They're not.
Yeah.
That's how things are. Start embracing what you have now. Whether it's like, oh, I used to do this, but now I'm doing this. Well, I'm glad doing this. Embrace it. Because if you don't start embracing change, you're going to start being miserable, because all you're going to be thinking is, oh, I wish it was like this. I wish it was like that.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like this. It's not going to be like that. It's what it is today. So whatever it is today, be happy with that. Because it's going to change again, right? What you have right now isn't what you're going to have forever. It's constantly changing. And that's the exciting part of life.
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to get. It's like a random mystery box.
Hell yeah. Change, motherfucker. If you can't, I don't know what the hell, bro.
And then always find time for family and friends, especially family. If you can, at least text them. If possible, call them. But most importantly, if you can,
Or send them a letter.
yeah, send them a letter. But if you can, actually spend time with them, because time with your loved ones are short, right? It's not like when you were growing up and you were a kid where you would be forced to hang out with each other, right? When you were brothers and sisters living all in the same roof, you'd be like, oh, I hate you, blah, 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 get out of my room.
I was like, get out of here, you stupid bitch.
Now when you're older, go visit your parents. Go talk to your brother. Text message the sister you don't talk to. Fucking do whatever. Message your grandma. Whatever. Keep family close.
Because honestly, at the end of the day, that's all you have. You know,
That's
friends are there, but like when you really want to talk to somebody and just like somebody close, it's just family. You know.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
As a blood family, so always find time for hey, how you doing text to the ones you love. And then finally, let's end on this one. Enjoy the ride and don't be so judgmental on how everyone else is living their life.
Hell no, motherfucker.
Okay? This ride, you're lucky to be here, right? If you've made it this far, you're lucky to have made it this far.
Mm-hmm.
Because you could have been taken out. I know many of you know many people that aren't here today.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're here today, enjoy the ride, right? It's every year that passes by, I enjoy it more, because I understand that this life isn't promised. Like, I'm out here but I'm out here because I choose to be. At any moment, I want you guys to know this, whether this is a good or bad thing. I mean, I see it as good, right? You could take yourself out at any moment. And that's a good thing for me. Because I'm like, oh, I could end this fucking game whenever I want.
I could end it.
Uh-huh. but you choose not to. You choose not to because you believe in a better future.
Yeah.
And that's a good. It's like having that fucking big red button that explodes everything, but then having the option to not do it.
Yeah.
It feels good because I understand that this life isn't easy. This life is the most difficult thing. This journey is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life that I didn't want, right? I didn't choose to be born. I was just born.
Yeah.
But now that I'm here, I'm learning to be happy with life because I didn't want to be here, but I'm glad I am. Because without it, I wouldn't experience all these fun things. I wouldn't get to know Maria. I wouldn't get to know podcasting. I wouldn't get to know any of this. So enjoy life because it's full of surprises. And if you're doing it right, you're going to be smiling every day. Well, maybe not every day, but you'll find a reason to smile every day. Yeah. Because whether that's just a smile for a second, something made you happy. Focus on that happiness. Because there's too much in this world to bring you down and break you. So just enjoy the ride and don't be judging other people for how they live their lives. They're choosing to live that life and they know what they're doing.
And it's like, before you judge them, take a look at yourself.
Yeah.
Huh? Don't be fucking judging people. You hoe ass motherfucker. Nah, just playing, but for real though.
When you point your finger at people, there's 3 more pointing back at you.
Yep. And then in reality, when you're like looking at the other person, like, oh, look at them, like, it's because there's something about yourself that you hate them that kind of reflects them of yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you wish you would be doing what they were doing.
Yeah.
But those are just some tips that I have for all you motherfucking graduates.
Yeah, how?
And I hope this helps out. And from the bottom of my heart, congratulations to everybody that's made it this far. I know it hasn't been easy. It's been a difficult one. But thank you guys for staying tuned to another great and exciting episode of the Wandering Mind Podcast, where the mind wanders. We'll be back next week with another great episode. Of course, next week we have a really great one. Just wait for it. You guys are going to be like, oh my God, Kevin.
Oh my God,
you are so crazy.
You crazy.
Anything you want to leave off?
No, but I do got to go urinate.
I got to urinate too. But we'll see you guys next week. Thank you guys for staying tuned. And later, motherfuckers.
Bye.
The wondering mind. The wondering mind. The wondering mind.
Where the mind wanders.